Welcome back on this very blustery cold day. I've managed to get all these block pavias in and the wood in now, ready to accept the netting. That can be a spring job. I've been shaking the broccoli, purple sprouting, and it looks like we may just be starting to get some of the florets coming through. Managed to sort the garden canes out, so basically I've cut them down to the first nodule and get rid of all this rubbish. When you push them into the ground they split anyway, and they're all put now into their individual sizes. I've completed the extra pieces of wood. That's the original. That's all the extra we've got. So basically all I've done is left some of the compost there, put some manure on the top, this soil from around the rhubarb crowns. I'm going to level that off into there now, and this is some more compost that I found. I've cleaned the rest up and put there. The compost that was originally here is now over in that bin over there, and the compost that was there is now there. This material's far superior. I can't know whether you can actually see that, but it's so much better, so we keep that, keep it separate for future use. There's some of the roots that come out of the pots, and that's the pots that this material came out of. The parsnips and the carrots are covered to stop water getting in, so we can easily harvest them in case there's a frost. Broad beans are happy. We've got a week of or more of cold weather, windy, cold, etc. And we talked last week about too much compost. Well, there's far too much compost. I managed to pick up that. I've kept that separate because it's got quite a bit of cocoa in it, and another lot. You probably can't see the actual scale of this, but this isn't as good. It's full of little bits of wood, and at the moment all the fine stuff's blowing across to other allotments, so I must get that covered up again. But you see, it's a fair old, two fair old piles of compost there. Struggling to find areas to put it, but I'm going to be able to move that pile now into this bin. It's all cleared out now. I've got all the dry stuff out, and that's now inside the polytunnel, waiting to be sieved. I'm still managing to get the same mix. So the old potato compost, that's spent compost, the soil, and we're slowly getting all these barrels filled. That's another bag of the compost from the bin outside. I think we've got another one of these filled. We've got the big one at the end filled, cardboard on the top, and we've got another one of these set into the ground, and that's filled. A lot of effort, but I think it's going to be well worth it. Some of you have already seen these bags of compost down here. These are what's been sieved in that container, then bagged up and stuck under there to try and keep dry, and there's another 6 bags there added to that. There's 2 at home where I'm potting up some of the seedlings. While I'm at it, I may as well get this bed finished. So that'll get a nice feed from the liquid plant foods a few weeks before I start sowing, and hopefully there's no seeds in there, so that will mulch the soil from around the that we got from around the rhubarb that probably contains loads of seeds. So what we've actually spread out here and what we've got left there, I had 30 of those pots that I picked up. There was about 20 left on the side of the road. Went back the next day and they'd cleaned all the mess up, which is fair, but I could only bring 30 pots back, but that certainly came in useful. So we're on plot 1 now, hashtag starting a new allotment, and I've managed now to clear around most of these right up to there. So there's the last 2 or 3 crowns that need doing, and I can use that soil for sieving or somewhere else, but at least I'm getting there. I can get these mulched up with some manure now. And as you can see, this 1.5 pallet bin is full to overflowing of this spent compost that I'll collect. I found a barrel. Now I'm not sure whether this leaks or not, but I might end up just using it as a planter, cutting it off top and bottom. It has got a tap on it, so that's another couple of quid saved for a tap. I'm sure it's here somewhere, unless it's been robbed. Maybe this is, oh, there it is. So I've got another tap, that'll come in useful. They're normally about £2.50 to £3, so a little bit saved there even if the container doesn't work. This is another container that I've found. It looks like somebody's tried to stop it from leaking, didn't work. Definitely going to leak now, but I've decided to force one of the rhubarb plants. They're actually in those buckets. I've transferred it to here now, and it's just started to come to life. A little bit of green plastic there that I've got to pick up, make sure it doesn't get stuck into the soil. And I'm going to be really interested to see how these dahlias have done, buried and covered in that way in the spring. And a little update on the leeks that are cut off. Nothing happening at the moment. And a cracking display, holding onto the camera for dear life, guys, and a lovely display of snowdrops. These are the sort which have got the multi inserts in them. Absolutely beautiful. When I saw them at Nick's allotment, he kindly sent me some a couple of years ago, and they're coming into their own now. Both of my fish in here are growing and still alive. The one that was still black has now turned orange, so hopefully we'll see both of those in the summer. Bar gum, it has gone cold, guys, but January has been very, very productive for me this time. Managed to get loads of jobs done, nothing like last year with all those horrible beasts from the east. This week I'm going to be full chat gritting, so may not be able to get to your comments straight away. While we're talking about comments, etc., there's 3 new channels that I'm watching at the moment, and I'd like to share them with you. Now I'm not going to put them in the description below or ask you to do anything other than write them down and have a look. So there they are, guys. Now I've watched Gardina's plot for the first time. He's been following my channel for a long time, and like Simon from 50 Shades of Grey says, if you don't click onto them to see if they've got a channel, you never know. But people aren't allowed now to, well, the rules state that you're not allowed to sub for sub or anything like that. So these are the channels I'm watching at the moment, so if you want to pause it and write them down, by all means do. Well, happy gardening to you all. Thank you very much for all the lovely comments on the previous videos. I've got lots to think about, and now I've showed you the compost and this area, I can get tidied up again. I do like to share with you what I'm up to, and I'm sure you like to see what I'm up to as well. Don't like to bore you to death, but again, a nice January tour, looking at what I've been up to last weekend and the odd half an hour during the week. Till next time, my friends, ta-ra for now.